It's an honor to meet you, ma'am. I was always interested in human rights. Among them, I'm more interested in human rights of teenagers. So let me ask you a question. Could you explain what part should teenagers focus on human rights?
Oh, teenagers. Teenagers are really important, and there are even movements within human rights now that try specifically to work with teenagers. There are many reasons for this, and in the past we had these, in human rights law, we have these two categories that are children and adults. But what about teenagers? Because teenagers can do a lot of things that children can't do. But actually they can also do a lot of things that adults can't do. And I think especially at this very important moment in time, we need teenagers to become involved, because clearly what adults have done in the last 40 years or so hasn't worked that well. So I really hope you guys as teenagers can figure it out a little bit better. And it is things like taking advantage of the new things that are happening. Information now is flowing in a really different way. But I think having teenagers getting involved and sending those messages, whether it's neighbor or internet or I'm probably going to say something now that totally makes me sound like I'm out of date, but adults are actually not very good at sending those messages and using those forums. Teenagers are much more effective when they talk to each other, and also to adults using those forums, because you grew up with this stuff. So I think those are some of the things that teenagers can contribute. And one more thing, like really creative ideas for how to do things differently. So although you study, although you're told about probably different models of political science and things like that, creativity and maintaining that creativity you have as children and as teenagers is really important too.
Thank you.